So I'm kind of somewhat in the loop of what's going on. I've been hearing a lot of reports that Vince McMahon doesn't think that the dude Finn Balor is over enough to get a title shot against Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. And my thing is, weren't they going to originally do this match like when Finn Balor was Universal Champion last year, SummerSlam? I think they were going to do this match either at the Rumble 2017 or WrestleMania, and like Brock will beat Finn, and that's when Brock will get that year-long reign that he's getting right now. Like, just the way everything fell out of place, Brock just ended up beating Goldberg for it, when originally he was going to be Finn for it. So now we fast forward 1 year later. Finn is dwindling on the World roster, which is sad. That Vince McMahon says that, oh, well, Finn Balor's not over enough to get a Universal Championship match. When you're the one who books Finn Balor. How the fuck are you going to say, oh, he's not over enough? Aren't you the one who books the guy? What do you mean? Oh, he's not over enough. I don't know what. Like, dude, if you're the person who... It wasn't Finn like the third Raw draft pick. He was a top prospect on Monday Night Raw. They built him up great when he got promoted. And they built him up great going into his Universal Championship match and stuff around last year's SummerSlam. And after that, after Finn Balor came back, you could just feel, like, I didn't even have to look at the booking. I could feel just the stigma that Finn Balor booking has come from last year to this year. And I'm like, I don't think they have that much faith in Finn Balor anymore after he got that injury. And it's like, okay, well, he can still run for the Universal Championship, but with Brock Lesnar being champion, I feel like that's not going to happen. Like, the best chance Finn Balor has is if Brock Lesnar drops the Universal Championship. And that's not happening because he's dropping to Roman Reigns, obviously. So, I'm thinking, okay, maybe Finn Balor's going to get the title shot after Brock drops it to Roman at WrestleMania. I didn't think that they would be considering doing it while Brock was champion, because you know what that means. That would mean Finn Balor will have to face Brock Lesnar, the Demon, because there's not a snowball chance in hell that anyone believes that Finn Balor, normal Finn Balor, can beat Brock Lesnar. At least if the Demon was there, he can, it would be believable that maybe he could beat Brock Lesnar. But even then, it's Brock Lesnar. They've been booking this guy strong for years now. So, you also have that idea. Like, I also, thought about that. It's like, okay, so Finn Balor will have to go in as the Demon or face Brock Lesnar and end up getting squashed. Did you really want to see the Demon get squashed? That's the only defense I have on WWE's part, not thinking Finn is over. And I do think Finn is over. I don't think he's that over. But the only defense they can use is that they would have to have the Demon face Brock Lesnar. And then, since they're building up to Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, then that means the Demon would lose. That'll be the Demon's first documented loss on the main roster, because the Demon's first and only documented loss was against Samoa Joe at NXT TakeOver the End. And that was off like a high spot, like a muscle buster off the middle rope or something. That was a very big spot, and it was believable why the Demon didn't kick out. So, that being said, I only marginally understand why they're not putting Finn Balor in that spot. But then the question is, who do you have Brock Lesnar face at the Royal Rumble? Who? Like, do you honestly want to do freaking Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman again, which is the report I heard? And it's like, why would you do that match again if you're going to have Braun Strowman lose again? You're building this guy back up after suffering this loss to Brock Lesnar, which basically derailed his push. You're building him back up, and then you're going to have him fucking lose to Brock Lesnar again? That's fucking counterproductive. That wouldn't make any sense. If you want to bury Braun Strowman, I would have him lose to Brock Lesnar again, but I don't think they're trying to do that. I think they're trying to keep him strong for something. If they were smart, they would do Brock versus Roman versus Braun at WrestleMania. If they were smart. But I highly doubt that. So, Braun's out the door. Let's look at the list of people who are believable. Believable people. I'm not going to start listing Akira Tozawa and Big Show like they're not believable. So, we're going to look through the Raw roster for only believable people who can face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Alright, let's go. Big Cass is out of the picture. He's injured. We just said Braun Strowman can't. Bray Wyatt, he's Bray Wyatt, honestly, they've done such a poor job of trying to build this man back. And that Finn Balor feud did him no wonders at all. So it's going to be very hard to believe Bray Wyatt is a possible contender for the Universal Championship. But as I look through this list, I want to see Cesaro versus Brock, but he's the Raw Tag Team Champion and still feuding with the Shield for some damn reason. Dean Ambrose already faced Brock Lesnar, so I don't think that would be an interesting match. The match wasn't even that good. Jeff Hardy's injured. I would like to see Jeff Hardy and Brock Lesnar, but he's injured. We already seen John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. God knows how many times. Jason Jordan doesn't deserve it. Why would Kurt Angle book himself in the main event of Royal Rumble if he's the GM? That doesn't make any sense. Matt Hardy, they haven't built him up enough. Terrible with this guy, what they've done to this guy since he's been back. Lord, I would like to see Neville, but I highly doubt they're going to push him after he walked out. And they will probably have Neville get squashed by Brock Lesnar, so that wouldn't be good. I highly doubt they're going to do Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble if they're doing WrestleMania, because why would you do a rematch at the WrestleMania? I guess that would kind of devalue the WrestleMania match. Samoa Joe, they could kind of revisit that feud again if they want to, but Samoa Joe's already lost to Brock Lesnar, so having him lose again is not going to do him wonders. Seth Rollins, no, I don't think they should do Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar again because he's going to lose and he's teamed with the Shield. So The Miz is filming the movie. So literally that only leaves one option to face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, and that's Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt, as I said, isn't a believable contender because they've done such a fucking poor job of booking this guy since he lost to Randy Orton at WrestleMania 33. So that leaves literally no one to face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble right now. There is no person believable to face Brock Lesnar that you actually think has a chance. No one. I don't think there's... Finn Balor really is the only person they can book in that spot. And you know he's going to lose. So they might as well just go ahead and do it. If they know Finn Balor is not beating Brock Lesnar, what the fuck is the whole point of being like, oh, he's not over enough? He's going to lose. We all know he's going to lose. So just put him in a match. I don't see what the big deal is. But, you know, they're going to go aside him, so they're going to be like, oh, he's not over enough. And they're probably going to put Braun Strowman in that spot again, and they're going to make Braun Strowman look weak. Or, they're going to realize they don't have enough, they didn't build up enough stars to face Brock Lesnar, so they're not going to have Brock Lesnar defend the title at the Royal Rumble, which would be a really bad decision. They could put Brock Lesnar in the Rumble match, and be like, oh, we could see a title unification WrestleMania. That's the only other option they could do, but I highly doubt they're going to go that route. So, yeah. Finn Balor is really their only option.